Hello and good morning. Welcome to the stream. We're here playing Age of Engineering this morning, and let's see, Wednesday was the last time I streamed this pack, so there has been a little bit of progress, and by a little bit I mean a decent amount. So I thought I'd go first like I usually do and just show you what has been done since the last time I streamed. And the first thing is, this is no longer the ore miner. Ed made the resource miner for me so that it will collect some clay, since I need a lot more. This is the second floor, and I'm making this 3 floors because I wanted it to be a tall, imposing building. And while this is not super fast, I do have a gray lens in there to help get it a little better, but I'm still going to have to go out and collect clay. Not doing that today. Nope, nope, nope. But in here I prettied up the palettes, and so we've got the 3, I don't like diorite, which is why diorite is not in here, but we've got those and sand, and then dirt and gravel, which looks like there's no gravel. Empty. I'm certain we have some from the resource miner. So I still haven't decided what these 3 are going to have in them. If you have ideas. I do not want to put the metals in it because compacting drawers, which we will have eventually, cannot be turned into framed drawers like these. So I would rather have something that I can turn into its material so it looks like it blends right in. Something else I did yesterday when I had a headache. I'm not sure why I chose to do so much microcrafting while I had a headache, but I did. I made that. MFSU. This is not running because all of the fuel rods are depleted, but when it does, we've got an MFSU set up here to fill up. So yay, we have EU storage. I am wearing dark boots that have empowered 2 jump flippers and APR shoes on them. I found them in a dungeon. So they're nice. And then I also have the Ender with Sharpness 5 that I added, but it's empowered 4. So apparently, yeah. I found that in a dungeon too, so why not, right? Over here, I'll show you a little bit more that I've done. In the ore processing room, I have set up a semi-automated fortune machine with the auto placer and the mechanical user. Just putting my fortune pick in it and standing here to collect all the experience at the same time. That's really all it is right now, just to kind of get some experience and a fortune, what can be fortuned. I haven't been using this because, as I said, the uranium fuel rods have been depleted. I haven't made any more. We have plenty to make more with. I haven't done it. And I don't expect to use IC2 today. In here, I've done a lot of work. In here, we've got some coal coke running, which is why these are lit up. But I've also decked out this room. We have 4 immersive engineering metal presses. Each one has the respective plate. So they'll each make different things, and I've also added the preheaters for the blast furnace. So that's all set up. This is for the IC2 metal formers. This wall right here will be for plates, so hammering, cutting, what's the other one, extruding? Here. So yeah, that's that. We'll sleep. I think that's all I've done, which to me doesn't seem like a lot, but it took me 3 hours to do the MFSU last night. The recipe, I'm not sure if it's the default one since I don't know, and I don't know default IC2, but it's got an advanced machine casing, an MFE, another advanced circuit. I had to make 13 advanced circuits because the Laptron crystals each need 2. And then you've got the energy crystals, which are the diamond and redstone that are crushed up. So, I mean, it took a long time. Because if you recall, advanced circuits, let's see if I can find it, require empowered Restonian and empowered Palace. So, that process took a while because our empowerer currently only has LV cables hooked up to them. So they're slow. They're not super slow because we do have decent power coming in, but they're slow. I added some more storage drawers to just sort some more items instead of having to look through chests. I mean, we still have some of that to do, but I did start adding some more drawers of things we're probably gonna want. And today, oh, something else Ed has done, and I'm not gonna be able to see it because probably not gonna be able to see it. Let's go up in here. We altered the mod pack slightly. There's a known issue with Ender.io item conduits and FTB utilities chunk loading, in that if it goes across chunk borders, it can stop working. So we added chicken chunks. So he's got 1 chunk loader. So why did the game freeze? It's thinking. So I said that loads most of our base, which is cool. And since we're up here, like I said, this is the 2nd floor. Or rather, I think this is the 2nd crawl space, because that's the ceiling of the 2nd floor. We are going to be working over there today. First things first, I'm going to get rid of all of the planning and we're going to replan because this is too squished together. Farming areas don't need to be that close together. And so I'm going to spread it out a bit more. There's tons of plains that way that I can spread it out into. So I'm going to do that, and then we will probably get started on either a pig farm or a chicken farm or something. Because food is becoming a bit of an issue. I mean, it's not a big issue. I've been going to the mining world and just killing animals there. But it'd be nice to not have to do that. So, what'll also be nice is when we can turn this into RF tools elevators instead of a spiral staircase. That's the plan for that. Alright, so let's grab just a few more supplies for planning purposes. And I use red sand. So we've got a decent amount of red sand, and I've used probably, it's probably marble for the roads. And we'll get over here and just start replanning. I live in Iowa, which is a huge agricultural state, so I have some idea of what industrial agriculture really looks like. See, I think I want to keep this building. This building right here is going to be where all of the end products end up. So all of the beef, pork, eggs, chicken, feathers, leather, milk, all that stuff. This building can stay here, but the actual farms themselves, they're just too squished together. See all this plains I can spread them out in? We're gonna do it. We're gonna spread them out. And I think the first thing I'm gonna do is take this one down, because I think Ed might want to use that for more expanding his power farms. And so I'm going to leave it so that he could probably turn and go up this way and take up this area. So we're gonna get rid of this. This was the hog farm plans first. So we're gonna take that out and take this out. This is the cow farm with the dairy. So, and then we've got a hatchery. This is just for eggs. Oops. And then chicken farm. And then I hadn't planned in a sheep farm yet. So we are just gonna clear all this out and start over. It's just too close together. Too close. And the road's probably okay right there. This one can go. Hello, Arcaro. Alright, so subtract that building, and then this one, right? Yep. To be honest, it probably would be fine to have that first building right here, but I want it a lot bigger. So this... So for those of you who might not be familiar with industrial agriculture and industrial food production, where I live, hog farms are really popular, but so are turkeys. And then we've got crops, mostly corn and soybeans. So I know what an industrial hog farm looks and unfortunately smells like. So we have that. This road, I think I might continue it this direction. Oh, the jumping is going to be fun with these empowered boots. It won't be just gentle jumps. Too far. Industrial food production, especially hog farms, cattle farms, chicken hatcheries, that sort of thing. They're very crowded buildings, I think I might go here and then start going this way with the road. Alright, so looking at the mini-map, it's tempting to just leave this open for his power farm area. He's got a little bit of extra utilities, grid power of his own. I don't have any yet, and then this is the Ender Lily farm. But this will still be useful as the building where all of the end products end up. So I think I'm not going to build anything along here. We'll just start doing it up here. Alright, so let's do a cow farm in this area. And the cattle farm is going to be mostly outdoors. It's going to have enclosures, but they're not going to be completely covered. It's going to be more like... tents on top of fences type of things. Yeah, alright, and I don't want it too close to the roads. The roads are 3 wide plus the gutter, just because that's what I want everywhere. And so here's where the grass is 2, 3, let's start here. And I'm not going to count this out. I'm going to run into this bit. I'm going to have to get this out of here. This is the old chicken farm, and I've got a chicken farm and a hatchery planned out. Oops. Most often they were not the same thing. Why am I breaking so much? There is too much hair inside my cat hair. You gotta love it, right? Hello, weather rat. My mouse was not obeying me.
Who you calling a microscopic peanut who's smaller than an amoeba and can't answer the phone because it's on the counter and he's too short to reach it up there?
I should have brought a bed. Let's go grab a bed so that I can keep planning this out. Oh, here's something else I did. I moved all the smeltery stuff out here. So, hello. Thank you for the follow, Weather Rat. I appreciate it. Sleep. There it goes. And we'll take it with us. Alright. Alright, so using a journey map so I can see what I'm doing. That's too far away, we'll have to do this. Okay. Topography I'm going to work with, so if it goes up, the farm will go up, that sort of thing. I'm not going to flatten it out. I like when things look more realistic in that respect. So we've got that. That looks like it might be large enough. I am making square paddocks and square corrals. It's not usually what it's going to look like in the real world, so there is some variation and alteration in what I'm doing. So there is that. Yes, this is the PC version. Only the PC version has mods. Okay. Where's the chunk? We'll go past that. There we go. Hello, this is your pen. Are you going to be excited? Or are you going to be a dairy cow and be stuck in a tiny little spot just to be milked all day? Alright. Alright. Hey, bunny. Hey, maybe I could, for no use at all, make a rabbit farm? Don't think there would be a rabbit farm. I'm tired of the jumping. Okay. So, let's see. That looks much better. It's quite a bit bigger. It covers a little over 2 chunks. Now we need to add the dairy farm to this. This is the road. So probably putting the dairy farm here would be good. This will go away. This is the hatchery. And I think what I might do is put a decorative wheat field here as if that's what the farmer is using, even though he purchased it and had it imported to feed his cattle, just as a decorative element. Alright, so got some chickens auditioning for the hatchery. I know I'm probably doing far more planning for what our base is going to look like than a lot of other people do, but this is kind of one of the things I really enjoy, and so I spend more time doing it. Alright, so the dairy farm is just going to be a building attached to the animal farm. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll do it here. And this is going to be a relatively small space. I don't need a lot of milking cows. 4, 5, 6, 7, we'll go to here. And I went in 5 over here, right? Because I want it to be pretty centered. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. So down here, 3, 4, 5, here. All right. There's our dairy farm. If we look at the mini map, this is going to be full of cows, and this will be our little dairy farm attached to it. So, as far as what I'm going to use to corral them in, regular fencing was really pretty standard in here. I do plan on doing some kind of minimal auto collecting. Do I have 2 dirt? Didn't fill in that much. And for that, I probably am going to use Actually Additions feeder. This one here, the automatic feeder. It's pretty cheap to make. And it will feed animals within a certain proximity of it until it reaches mob cap for the area. Like if it can't squeeze any more animals into the area, it'll stop feeding them. But I'm also planning to use these, which are mob filters. They're blocks that sort things. And in this case, I'm going to have it sort the babies, and the babies, when they walk over the mob filter, are going to fall through. And they're going to fall through underground and be channeled, probably using water, to a central killing area. So I don't think we need to do a mod way of collecting them. It's not necessary. I could use conveyor belts, sure, but since it's going to be underground and not going to be visible, it's not necessary in my opinion. So since there's this nice ridge right here, I'm probably going to make this one of the shelters, the rain shelters, and this will be where the feeders are. And the filters, the baby filters, will be a little bit on the outside. So yeah, like I said, this doesn't need to be high production. It just needs to be a little bit, we need to have a little bit of stuff coming in here and there. So all this grass is likely going to stay as much as possible. I will get rid of the crops, the flowers, and I will probably put some areas where it's been more trampled. I want to collect all of this stuff because it might come in handy later. And then we should figure out a fence. If I should make something fancy. Well, not super fancy. As I said, industrial agriculture doesn't... you're dealing with dirty, mucky animals, so you're not going to want to put, fancy schmancy things up. Often they have electric fences, but we don't need electric fences in Minecraft to keep the animals from breaking down the fencing. So we'll probably grab... I wonder if I can make posts with chisel and bits like you could with micro blocks. That's something to look into. Thinking. Alright, that in there with the coffee and those eggs in there. And then one of these has the flowers. This one has seeds. And I know we have a spot for string in the mob drops. Okay. So, let's grab... I don't have a whole lot of wood left here anymore since I'm migrating it. Let's grab this and... Uh-oh. Where did I put my... Oh, this is going to be fun. We're on a scavenger hunt now. I'm missing my blue bag. My tool bag. And I did a lot of moving of stuff yesterday, so I would not be surprised if it's in one of these chests. There it is. Alright, so the saw. Now, when we did this with multi-blocks, you did this and then you did that. But that is not doing what I want it to do, and this is not doing it what I want it to do. So that doesn't look... that looks the closest. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I'd have to shift. Can I get it? And it does cover it all the way around. Okay, and then do we have any fencing so I can see if it connects? There's a piece of nether brick fence, we'll see. It doesn't connect, and I can walk through it, so pigs would be able to walk through it, and baby cows would be able to walk through it. So I'd have to make fencing, and I am not interested in that. So we're going to pass on that idea and just do regular fencing. Can I recraft these back into themselves? Does not look so like it. Okay, I need to sleep. Alright. We'll use oak just because that is what I prefer. It's not here yet though, it's over here, and I probably want to get the farm up and running. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay. Here, you go in there too. So let's head over to the tree farm and put an axe in the oak. The oak one. There we go. Alright, so that'll run for a little while. Again, I don't have it automated just because it's not needed yet. Nice big trees, big oak trees. There's that running. So we'll do oak logs and oak fencing to make the cattle paddock. And then we'll figure out the feeder, which does not need power, and the dark utilities filters. Okay, so I do want to make a bunch of fencing. Trying to remember the new recipe. I haven't had to make them in a while. Okay, good. Got that to start. We got some planks. And we probably are going to need some slabs. That'll make me happy too. Okay. And while we're here, let's move these over. We're going to need to relocate these as well, probably in the industrial agriculture area. Haven't done that. Alright, and most of the buildings that I put out here will be made of wood, because that's traditional with the agriculture buildings. So here is where our first post is going to go, and it's going to be 2.5. It doesn't need to be big. Again, we're just corralling animals. We're not doing anything fancy. And then I want to do this like every third one will be the post. Might have an issue since I didn't count these in that somewhere down here we'll need to change the size of this, but oh. Yeah, see, 1, 2. Here is where the new wall is going to be. Just cool it. You'll have a fence soon enough, Mr. Cow. Well. And here too, it looks like. Okay, that's not a problem. That's why we plan these things out. So it's actually 1, 2, 1, 2 here. Okay. Let's collect these. And then we can place the little bit of fence for these two edges. All right. That's interesting. That didn't make any noise. Yeah, that's okay. Gonna need a lot of fences. Oops. Okay. I forgot I had flippers. That's it for that. So let's craft a crafting table. Make some more. Okay. Now, since this is where the new line is, we're going to need to probably recount. 2, 3, 4, 5, post. Why did we do that? Alright, so we'll go to there. This will be where the building is, so we don't need fencing here. So let's head over this way. Okay. And everyone, how many there? 3, so we need one more. I don't know if I like that idea. What I might actually do is just take this one down. Oh, okay. And then we'll start placing what we need here. That should be fine. I am beginning to wonder though, this is the only little like divot right here. We might want to just fill it in. And to do that, we're going to need to steal some dirt from somewhere. Okay. So we'll redo this little spot here. Okay. There we go. That makes me happy. Let's see, how is this gonna work out? We need to do something there. That would be fine. We have to concern ourselves with that spot. Okay. Almost done, and then the fun part begins. Hello, DJ Dylan. Nice to see you. Oops. Out of fencing? No. Okay, good. Alright, so that makes me happy. I like that. Oh good. The recipe is the same, so I'll be able to make a few of these and catch some cattle. That's good. Okay, so inside I would like to get some sheet metal for the roofs of the little eating areas where they also have rain shelters. And let's see, with something this size, we'll definitely have one up here, a decent sized one. I'm not sure we need more than that. I mean, since the dairy farm will be connected right here, we could definitely have an overhang right here where more feeding can happen. But I don't need a ton. We're going to leave the water here. That ought to work just fine. Okay. So, I wonder if I have any sheet metal. Doesn't matter what kind. It might be here. Ooh, well, I got two. Woo. Yeah, that'll get me real far. Okay. Put some of this red sand away. There we go. And the iron sheet metal I have, I believe, is just iron plates. How many of those do we have? 6. Well, I think this makes more than... Yeah, that should be okay to start with. And we'll cut it up nice and thin this direction. Is that as thin as it'll go? No. Ooh. That gives me a stack and a half. Very good. Okay. And as far as fencing, I might just stick with the wood fence. I've got stone fencing. Nursery Engineering has the different fencing. I might be happier with iron. No. Do I really want to do steel? That seems really expensive. I don't have a whole lot of steel made. I'm going to stick with wood for now, and if I change my mind later, then I'll craft. Then I shall craft it. Let's get some more fences may... Well, yeah, let's do some more fences. And that'll do for now. And let's go make the... Oh, we can see what we need for the feeders. There's two different kinds. This feeder I don't like. I mean, it does the same thing. It holds 10 wheat and it auto-feeds the animals nearby. I prefer this one. This one's going to take a bit of work because it needs a wood casing, golden carrots, and basic coils. For the size of range shield that I'm going to make, I'm probably going to put 2 in there. So, yeah. And then once I have that in place, I will have to make my wheat farm. How are we going to want access into this paddock? Probably from over here. Maybe right here I'll put a gate. Let's see. Does this still give me 2 or just 1? 1. I want 2. There we go. And in we go. I have to put a stone pressure plate on the outside, I think. Alright, so here is where our first one is going. I think I'm going to lower it 1 level. So it'll still be raised. Which will help keep the animals dry when it rains. And keep the purpose. And also feed them. So we'll do there and there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 3. We're gonna make it 3 high. So that ought to be interesting. Have to do scaffolding. And let's get up there. Let's see about placing these. Oh. Oh, this is going to be finicky. Alright, so we have that there, but we're also going to do it 1 beyond on all sides. If you don't fall off first. Okay. How far do I want to make this? This is gonna 2, 3, 4. That's probably about where I'm gonna want it. Alright. So let's get this in place. Get finicky. And then this fencing is 1, 2, 3. There. We're going to need a lot more of this sheet metal. Let's place that one. It's taking up an inventory spot. Once you've placed it, it records NBT data, so it won't stack with the other ones. But under here, I'm going to make some feeding troughs. They're not going to be fancy, and the automatic feeder is going to sit inside them. And we'll be able to put wheat in from the bottom, I'm sure. Hey, we made it. Yay. Okay, so here's where feeding happens, and then along the outside, probably just 1 block wide because the baby cows will fall through. I might need to do 2. We'll have the... what do I need for the filter? Cheap. Fence gates, eggs, and sure, we'll use up the ugly diorite. That's not a problem. And then underground we'll have wherever I want to send it for processing. Yep. Alright, so let's reshape this dairy farm real quick. Alright. There we go. Granted, I could make this longer, and I probably will push it back a little bit eventually. Okay, so let's do... We might need to do a temporary wall. Don't think 47 is enough. So I can start putting cows in here. Okay, good. Let's go get a couple lassos. You know what? I might have a couple of nuggets. I'm pretty sure I saw There. Now, I'm not sure if it'll work in this crafting table, if I'll need to use the vanilla one that I have in my inventory. Okay, so there we go. Now, we did see the one cow already wandering around the cattle farm, so we'll see if we can grab that. And any others we might find. Alright. There are a lot of chickens. There's another cow. Okay. That really does look like probably all the cows in this proximity. Can I jump over this with my jump boots? Woo! Yay! Alright, so we have 2 cows. And there's a chicken in here. We'll have to get rid of him eventually, but I want these eggs. Their eggs are going to be helpful for making the animal filters. So let's get started. We'll make 1 of the automatic feeders. And probably then work on making our decorative wheat farm, which we're going to be using to feed the cows. We have carrots over here. I have 2. We need to go get more carrots. And I need to eat. So we need to head over to our initial hidey hole where I have carrots stored. Well, not sure stored. We have a small farm. So let's head over there. Across the log jam. The axe is probably already used up, so let's switch again. No, almost though. It'll probably be used up by the time we come back. Need to make some more of these. Carrots over there. Any eggs down here? Yeah, too. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I did not intend to eat one, but thanks. And well, it hasn't used it at all, so we'll come back and do it later. I believe it was 2 that we needed. Yep. So we got 2 of those. Just 4 pieces of wood. Do I have enough for Stonia? Okay. Need 2 of those, right? Yes, okay. Put it in here, and then all we need is the wood casing. Alright. Wood casing. There we go, our first feeder. And let's put these extra carrots away. We need to sleep and grab some wheat seeds. 7. Well, that'll be a fun start. Alright, what do I need for the filter? Lots of fence gates, so we can make a bunch of those. Each of these makes 4. Hi, Happy. That. All right. And then the ugly diorite, which I don't have room in here for at the moment. We do need to make a bunch more. Those. Okay. Let's use the diorite because it's ugly. There we go. Got 16 to start. Let's put the extra diorite away that I have in my inventory because I have a full inventory of just stuff. The gold nuggets. I'm making a cow farm, Happy. All right, so, here. Yep. Okay, so underneath here, we're gonna want to clear out everything under it, otherwise these animals will fall through and I think they'll suffocate. And oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright. Hello, Lyric Parsley. No. I could push them towards the middle. And what do you mean, how do I get out? Right here. Okay. There. Yes, I'm on PC, Lyric. Okay. So then we'll do the same thing here. Oh, I need more of those. That's fine. That is too far. Okay, and then we'll just work our way towards each other. Oops. Not what I wanted.
You call a microscopic peanut who's smaller than an amoeba and can't answer the phone because it's on the counter and he's too short to reach it up there!
Thank you for the follow, Happy. Alright, that needs to be filled in, I believe. Those are just my jump shoots out.
You call a microscopic peanut who's smaller than an amoeba and can't answer the phone because it's on the counter and he's too short to reach it up there!
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our drop chute down here. So we'll have water push them into the middle. There'll be signs along here to keep the water from falling in. They'll fall down there. Actually, I probably need to put the signs here and run them across. So they'll fall in down there, and then I haven't decided. I'll probably send them that way to be processed, where they'll grow up and then die. So yeah. So far that's the plan. And I need to make a few more of these mob filters for this particular spot. Let's place one of these automatic feeders. There's going to be 2 here. One here ought to be good. And the other one probably right here. I wonder. Let me flip these. So I'll have to chisel them. To flip them over. Or use something else to cover this. Now, like I said, as long as you put wheat in here and the animals come nearby. See, so there's one animal in range. They'll breed. Now, I will have to manually breed these up a bit so that there's a large amount of cows in here, but that I'm not worried about at the moment. Let's get this chicken out of here. So there's that. So I need mob filters probably on these sides too. Unless I just do that. That'd work. In fact, it might be nice to have extra supports. I need a hoe to plant these over there. Alright, let's go make more mob filters and another automatic breeder. Clear up my inventory just a bit. Do that, that. That helps take care of a bit. And then we just need eggs there, right? Which I should have a couple. Clearly, I need to do more egg collecting. Let's put, I think this is full. That's why I have this one over here too. And alabaster. Okay. Put that away for now. That was the road material. And sleep. Alright, now we need to make another feeder. So we need the carrots. There's 2 of those. There's eggs in there. Let's put them in there. And I had the gold nuggets. So let's take that. So many things in these. Oh, I put the clock in here just so I knew what time it is. It tells you without having to actually craft it. Very helpful. Feeder. Alright, I'll do these. Oh. Do those, and then we need the basic coils, and then I need sticks. One of these I think I left sticks in. And that, I think, is it. Alright, so we have a few more mob filters and an automatic feeder. I don't have a whole lot of wheat, but there is a wheat farm that Ed has been using. He doesn't have any wheat because he's been crafting the harvested wheat into seeds for power. It does not appear that any of this is ready to harvest because he's using it all. Let's go underneath and see if there's any stockpiled. Something just died in the lava. Okay. Down. There's a bone in there. But no, it doesn't look like he has it anymore stockpiled. I think it's his only crafter. Looks like it. Alright, well then we're gonna have to make our own. Can I have you? Thank you. Oh, now I'm stuck. No! How to get off of you? I might have to break this. Oh, 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 come on. Let me off, let me off. What are you doing to me? Made it! Good lord! Okay. Don't jump on the conveyor belts. Let's go put this back or Ed will know that I've been derping around with this stuff. Don't need the potatoes, thank you. Alright. This chicken egg I'll take from this chicken who's decided to climb the power lines. And I'm gonna guess it was a chicken that went here too. And burned up. Hoe. I have stuff to make a hoe. And we can take down the red sand over here. Where I was gonna have the hatchery. Which will be an interesting build. I'm going to use immersive engineering conveyors to put the eggs. I don't know if you guys have seen a hatchery. A hatchery is pretty much where you got chickens sitting in coops and just all of their eggs that are produced are dropped down and sent on their way, and then they're scanned and checked to make sure that that their quality is correct. They're sized. I don't know if you know, eggs come in different sizes. Usually, you know, it's more common that you buy large or extra large eggs at the store, but you can get medium and small. And the eggs are then, you know, processed, they're washed, and then put in for storage. And so what I'm going to do is just have the conveyor belts running underneath the chickens, sending eggs to be stored. Thought that'd be kind of funny. And they'll help populate our chicken farm, which is going to be what'll make actual chickens to eat, and feathers. So what we might want to do is get some worms. Let's see if I get any. Worms, perhaps? Worms. I'm not having any worms. Well, gee, there's one. So we can get started. Let's take this down. And yeah, here works good. Okay, so the first bit of farm, I think I'm gonna put, oops, right there. Right there. Give me my hoe back. And we're gonna keep looking for worms. Hey, I got more worms. Okay. There? I want to put one there. I guess I don't really need to stack them, do I? Because this is just mostly going to be for decoration at first. I may end up automating it so that we have wheat for the cows. And here. This is where I want one too. Alright. And we'll just keep going from there. Gotta find more worms. There's another one. And we'll put that one here. Alright, so for now, That'll have to do. And once they're grown, I'll come by, harvest them, collect the wheat, breed the animals, and go from there. I'll hang on to the string. It's been useful lately. So there's that. We'll cover this, most of this area. This is the road, so we'll probably go to about here. In fact, let's drop this down just a touch. There we go. That ought to be decent. So we'll have this area with wheat, and then it'll come down. I'll do this little tier of wheat, probably to about here. Again, we've got road in case we want to go that way, which I don't think I'm going to. I think it's going to be a dead end. We don't need to put a bridge over this little blip. And I don't need to go that way at all. So there's that. I meant to switch that to the pork chops, please. Well, let's head back to the warehouse, get this stuff unloaded. There. Let's put this stuff in the pen. Yep. Alright, so let's place this one. Right there. And we'll get these put in there. And I might actually put them in the corners too. Yeah. So we'll do that. This down here. Let's get cleared out because we're going to have to make it a little bigger than here. Alright. So there's that. And we'll prep it. I am considering just doing a 2x2 collection chamber over hoppers. And above that will be a lava blade. So when they grow up, they hit the lava and they die. I don't think we have any use for raw beef, so I might as well just process it. And we'll get the leather and cooked beef, cooked steak from them. Makes the most sense to me. Now, like I said, this is going to have to be really full of cows. Because these are not showing any animals nearby in order to breed. So, because they're way over there. But yeah, I'm going to leave the grass But I am going to make some coarse dirt, get some podzol, and make some trampled areas. Might put a tree in here that's been stripped of leaves because they'll have eaten it. Type of thing. So that'll be a little custom tree, probably. There's a little bit of wheat. Things are growing. Our first wheat from our baby little farm. Yep. Okay, so what to do now? Can't really do the dairy farm until I have a bunch of cows. And I need to look into how I'm going to milk them. Actually, I think the progressive automation has a solution. I think they have a rancher. Animal farmer. Yep, used to breed animals. Use upgrades for shearing and milking. I don't want to breed them, so I wonder if it'll just allow me to do the shearing or milking. There, shearing, milking. Allows the farmer to milk animals into buckets. Alright, so we'll need to set up a Ender.io fluid tank and a conduit to cycle that bucket back and forth into the fluid tank. And that's cheap to do. So that's definitely doable. What are these? Oh, capacitors. Cool. Okay, so psyllium seeds, huh? Compressed flesh. Why would we need that? Ooh, that's pretty, but I wouldn't want to use it as a beacon base. Huh. Learn something just by poking around. Fuel pellets. Alright. Alright, so what we'll do is for the dairy farm we'll use the progressive automation and let it auto milk them. Probably just not provide it wheat, so it won't breed them because there's no purpose to breeding them in the dairy farm. They'll be breeding them here. I see wheat. You must not have this side hooked up. Ooh. Thanks, Ed. Alright. That's awesome. So let's go feed these beasts. We'll at least be able to get 3 cows in there. Boop. There we go. Put that in there, and then there, and when it has enough animals in the range, it will breed them. Hang on to the rest of this, and we'll plant some more wheat of our own over here. Let's see if we can't get another worm. Please? Worm would be nice. I'm gonna blow through this hoe. let's make a new one. This one will have to be wood because I don't have any more cobble. We'll go through it even faster. There's another 2. Good. You there. You there. Alright. And go. Go. There it goes. Good deal. So we're getting there on the... ever so slowly, of course. There's some more. There. That is good. And then this one can go here. My day's going pretty good, Lyric. How is yours? There's more. No, it doesn't. Does not need water. The reason it doesn't need water is because of the worms. The worms hydrate the soil, till it, and apply random bone meal ticks. So it causes them to grow faster. There we go, that's all the seeds I have on me. So, let's use up this hoe. There it goes. Alright, let that go. Let's sleep. And I'm pretty happy with this so far. Like I said, it's going to take a while for us to have more cows. Let's look at this on the overhead. So here's our cattle farm. Got 3 cows. This will be the dairy farm here. We need to build in our road, and this will have to move down just a touch. And what I'm probably going to do is over here would be a good spot for the pig with the hog wallow. There's plenty of water here, so that will be awesome for the hog wallow. For the industrial pig farm. Most industrial pig farms are completely indoors, but this one's probably going to be partial indoor and partial outdoor. What I might do is put the chickens... There's room for more stuff, but I can probably put the chickens in this area. They don't need large farms for the hatchery and then for the actual chicken farm itself. And then I'd have room up here for sheep. Yeah, cows, pigs and sheep up here. We don't need huge farms for pigs or sheep, but it would be nice to have all the different colors of sheep. So we'll have to plan that in. But that will be our industrial...
Who you calling a microscopic peanut who's smaller than an amoeba and can't answer the phone because it's on the counter and he's too short to reach it up there?
Thank you for the follow, Tard Crate. So yeah, our little industrial area is coming along. Here's all our little factory districts so far. And it will continue expanding this direction for our factory district. We definitely are going to have you know, like the going to space stuff, and we have a whole bunch of automation planned for this building. We've got future plans for applied energistics 2, all of that stuff. There's so much more to do, so much more. We have to do all the mobs yet. We haven't had any of the mob spawning set up. We got all of that we can do. So yeah, I want to fill this whole plains area up. I just want to fill it all up. So